Well, welcome to the GCNHM podcast. We're sitting down here with Mr. Braxton Keith. I think you're going to start us off with a song today.
Heck yeah. What do you want to hear? You want to hear a new one?
Let's do whatever you want to do, sir.
This is a brand new one. We just cut this. Man, I don't. Maybe December. Maybe December it comes out. We'll see. Holding her hand, bet you're thinking that you're her only man. You're taking her home, but you don't even realize you're alone. And don't get cozy, 'cause she already told me that she might have been kissing on you, but she was still thinking about me. Her eyes were open wide, I even caught a wink. And she might have been loving on you, but she said she'd leave you for me. Said she wouldn't pack a bag, she'd just get up and leave. Hope you didn't tell your mama that things were going well. I hope you didn't blow money on a ring just to hear a no. And don't get cozy, 'cause she already told me that she might have been kissing on you, but she was still thinking about me. Her eyes were open wide, I even caught a wink. And she might have been loving on you, but she said she'd leave you for me. Said she wouldn't pack a bag, she'd just get up and leave. She'd just get up and leave. She'd just get up and leave. You're holding her hand, bet you're thinking that you're her only man.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much.
Heck yeah, man.
So you said that's going to drop in December?
Yeah, I think so. We really haven't set any dates yet for them. We just recorded 4 new ones. But yeah, I mean, they've got to come out within the next couple months. I can't imagine them coming out any later than that.
Are you going to drop them like in an EP?
No, we're going to do a couple singles. Next year, we're going to do a full-length EP, like probably 7 songs, 8 songs maybe.
Yeah.
And then probably get into an album.
That's awesome.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear right there.
Yeah, exactly, man. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I'm excited. We haven't ever worked on a project that big, so
yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
So is this the first time you've actually came to Tumbleweed here in Stillwater?
This is the first time I've headlined it. Yeah.
Really? When did you play last time?
We played with Tristan Mares. We've opened up here for him. I think it was like a year and a half ago, maybe a little longer than that.
Yeah.
But it was a good show. We haven't been here in a while, so I was excited to be back.
Yeah, for sure. So you came from the Hat, right, last night?
Yes, sir. Manhattan, Kansas.
How was that?
We had a good time, man. It was a good crowd out there, a good college crowd, and we had never been out there to Manhattan before, so it was a good crowd, especially for us. Never have ever had a show there, and we've never opened for anybody there. I mean, we've played around Kansas a couple times, but we've never played Manhattan, so it was cool.
Well, I may be a little biased, but I think Stillwater's better than Manhattan.
Yeah, I think so, man. I mean, I always love Stillwater, and I love the dance hall here. It's one of the best.
Yeah. So,
Garth Brooks used to work here? That's
yes,
the rumor?
yes. Garth Brooks used to work here.
Was he a bouncer or what did he do?
I think he was a bouncer. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, he played all through Stillwater and here before. It's kind of funny. One of the first things me and Red ever talked about on the podcast, like our second episode. But see, he works here. He's the DJ, and we were going over the list of people that have played actually at the Tumbleweed, and it's like names you wouldn't even expect, like Vanilla Ice. He's played here. George Strait, Garth Brooks, obviously, like Reba McEntire, like names like that have played here. It's kind of crazy, like looking back on it.
That is crazy.
Like the sheer amount of talent that has actually came through the doors here. It's really, really neat.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we like doing is, I mean, those are all my favorite stages in Texas for sure, is the historic stages.
Yeah.
So I would say for sure.
What's been the favorite one you've played so far?
Man, my favorite stage I've ever played would have to be Schrader Hall. They closed down for a little bit. I think they just reopened. But it's in the middle of nowhere, so not very many people know about it. It's out in Texas. And it's just a cool venue. It's a cool vibe. It's been there. It's the second oldest dance hall in Texas.
Yeah.
But
Hey guys, we want to tell you a little bit about Deadwake Archery Innovations. They got all kinds of awesome stuff. They create their very own custom designed CNC milled bows, and they do all kinds of crazy colors with the anodization. And you want to tell them a little bit more?
Yeah, so it is a Oklahoma State graduate. They're in Kansas, Oklahoma is where they're established. They do some great stuff, great killing machines for the water, honestly. And just go check them out. Thank you so much for Deadwake Archery Innovation for sponsoring this podcast.
I don't know. Let's play Cold Hard. Cold Hard's a good one.
Let's do it.
When the wind blows through this desert, it moans a desperate howl. The sound warn of a coming storm from deep within the ground, calling out to every shadow of this dry and thirsty land. Blood and bone, dust and stone, cold hard steel and sand. Halfway between Fort Worth and El Paso, west of Big Spring, Big Lake, lies a place upon our planet where old Satan's army landed, thrown down to earth from heaven's holy grace. 1/3 of all the angels broke their bones upon the basin, blood soaked into the stone, thick and black. They gave us fame, wealth, and power, and it's paid out by the hour. If you take it, son, there ain't no turning back. Santa Rita #1, blocking out the evening sun. Sound of thunder booming under sand. People came from far and wide to watch it rain down from the sky, drilling deep beneath the reach of mortal man. The angels, they did mourn when that sacred veil was torn, the lifeblood pumped from planetary crust. That petroleum did flow from the Permian below, and the buildings made of stone rose up from dust. Derricks made of cold hard steel, rusting in the open fields where the pump jacks used to bow their heads and pray. In the light of every rising sun, here on earth thy will be done, as it is in heaven every day. Spirits roam this barren land, disguised as blowing desert sand, carried on the western prairie wind. Waiting for the lightning flash, the rising smoke, smell of ash, crash of thunder underground again. When the wind blows through this desert, it moans a desperate howl. sound to warn of a coming storm from deep within the ground, calling out to every shadow of this dry and thirsty land. Blood and bone, dust and stone, cold hard steel and sand. Blood and bone, dust and stone, cold hard steel and sand.
Wow.
Wow. I love that song so
Yeah,
much.
I do too.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
love, dude.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs that I've ever written. I'm a big Marty Robbins fan, and that's the most Marty Robbins-esque song that
Yeah.
I've ever written.
Yeah.
You know?
You definitely in that song, and even in your other songs, you got a really great way of describing things and like being
Man,
very visual.
I've been very lucky to be put with a bunch of really good songwriters since I was young in the music industry. I got told, by a bunch of different artists, make sure that you get with some guys who know what the hell they're talking about and just learn from them. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of these songs I took in there with these ideas that were really rudimentary, and these other guys have helped me shape these songs into something that makes them really cool, which is cool to me.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Sapp is the guy that helped me write Cold Hard Steel and Sand, and he also helped me write Mama's Song. And both of those songs, very descriptive, and also just like all around one of my favorite. Both of them are one of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
to play.
of course.
Is Mama's Song, is that like a true story or?
Yeah, that's a true story. That's written by my mom and my dad and me growing up. And yeah, Charlie had never even met my mom. He still hasn't met my mom. But he sat down with me one day, and I told him about this idea for a song I had, and we ended up writing it. We wrote it at the Blue Light Live in Lubbock, Texas, on the stage in there for a singer-songwriter thing. He was judging. So we were in there all day just writing, and yeah, we got Mama's Song out of it. One of my favorites.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
He was telling me about the song the other day. He's like, I love this song. Like, I love
Mama's
everything
Song?
about it.
Dude, let's play that one next.
Let's
That
do
was
it.
a good one. She was born on the plains where the wide open range rises up to the edge of the sky, where the tumbleweed rolls and the buffalo roam and the coyotes out through the night. When she turned 17, she was rodeo queen, but she never did hold to the crown. 'Cause them tall city lights on those West Texas nights kept a-calling her closer to town. She was raised up on Willie, Waylon, and Joan. She never did learn to love sad country songs. She dreamed of starting a family and building a home. She went off to college, worked hard and earned her degree. Met her a doctor from out in Fort Stockton, got married, and she had me. I grew up not knowing to rope, not knowing to ride. No horse and no saddle, no hat, no cattle, no breathing in smoke from no hot branding fire. I learned about a Willie, Waylon, and Jones. I learned how to play all them sad country songs. 'Cause my heroes have always been cowboys. Mama tried, my mama tried, mama tried. So I stand on this stage, I pick on this guitar and sing. I'm driving around to every small town in a bus that ain't got no AC. And I hope and I pray every day I make my mama proud. Singing these sad country songs for a sad country crowd. I sing about Willie, Waylon, and Jones. I teach all you sinners them sad country songs, 'cause my heroes have always been cowboys. Mama tried, my mama tried, my mama tried. Mama, please let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Excellent, man.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
That was one of my favorites, man. I like that one a lot.
So you definitely have like an older sound. Like, what are some of your influences? They've got to be some classic country, right?
Yeah, definitely Marty Robbins, Merle Haggard, Keith Whitley, all the greats, you know. Everybody who's, you know, probably anybody who stepped foot on the Grand Ole Opry, man, back in the day. I mean, all those, I look up to all those guys. All from all different genres of country music, really. I mean, from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and it's all different. There's honky tonk, there's groovy country, you know, that's kind of like disco-y almost.
Yeah.
And then
Ronnie
there's,
Millsap.
yeah,
type?
Ronnie Millsap type vibe, and then there's like, you know, outlaw country. There's so many different places to take inspiration from.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Do you have a singular favorite that you go to like repeatedly?
Right now, I've been on a Johnny Paycheck bender.
Really?
I've been listening to
Yeah.
a bunch of Paycheck. Yeah, I love Johnny Paycheck.
So do you play like older covers during your set? At
Yeah,
all?
we definitely do. So we're gonna play, like tonight we'll play, you know, Burn That Bridge. We'll play Texas Size Heartache, Quitting Time. We'll probably do Friends in Low Places as an encore. Trying to think of what other covers we have. I think that's it. Oh, Time Marches On. We'll play that too.
Those are like,
Yeah.
God, those are so perfect for
Those
your
are awesome.
voice
Yeah,
too.
it
Like,
it's gonna be good. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
and the Eddie Rabbit cover that you have.
Driving My Life Away, absolutely,
oh,
yeah.
Gosh, that is better, and I'll stand by this. That is better than the original version could ever be.
Well, thank you, man. I
That
appreciate
version
that,
has got
man.
some rocking to it right there.
Thank you, man.
I'm really excited to hear Friends in Low Places, especially here.
Oh yeah.
Like it's gonna be
I like
awesome.
I like newer like artists, like all the people we have on. Like I listen to their music and stuff, but I love old country. So like when I hear someone that actually sings like has that older country sound, it's like perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Some of my favorite artists right now, you know, would have to be like Jake Worthington and Zach Top. Those guys have got some old school country voice, man. I mean, like that stuff drives me wild. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's crazy.
He's a big Zach Top guy too. He loves some
I
Zach
love that
Top. So
song,
do I.
Bad Luck.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
that song. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get him on in November
Nice.
in Tulsa. So
Yeah.
we've been trying to hunt him down for a while, but yeah, he's pretty good. And Jake Worthington, I heard a little bit about him from. I think he's. I think the guy who manages JR manages him also. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Heck
yeah.
yeah, man. You gotta love it. Country music is going through something right now. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's going through like we're living through something.
I agree, and I'm glad you brought that up because that's something like I don't know. Ever since, and some people will have like different opinions, but to me, like growing up, like I really liked like the 2000s country. I did like that a lot, but then like as you kind of transition into like the 2010s, I really started falling off like the songs I liked because it was just the regular Nashville, just pumped out, manufactured sound.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say, man, it was, I guess, yeah, 2010. I don't know, man. I really quit listening to it after the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, I really do like that honky tonk like stuff. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my bread and butter. That's what I like listening to in the truck.
Yeah.
And the boys will attest, man. I don't have nothing but country music on
Yeah.
the playlist. So it's, I mean, I try to mix it up with a few different genres, man. But
Yeah.
I really don't have much else but country music.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Dwight Yoakam fan, so and that gets that sound and
Oh yeah. Oh
Love
yeah,
it.
and those dance moves on the stage.
Oh
man.
yeah. I see some clips you breaking out some of those moves.
Oh
every
yeah,
now and
man.
then.
I steal a little bit of Dwight from
Yeah.
him every now and then.
You do the classic like toes up with the guitar.
Oh
down.
no, I wish, man. I don't do that. I wish. That's cool. But I mean, what's cool is, I mean, yeah, take inspiration from Dwight, from Elvis. They all got some cool moves. I mean, those guys were tonking. Back in the day, man. And that's what's crazy to me is I wish so badly I could have been alive back then to see all that. But then again, like, we're living through something right now.
Exactly.
That I'm glad that I'm alive to see.
It's almost like I want to say revolution, definitely in country music, because like
Yeah, something's going on. I don't know what it is, but something's going on.
Yeah.
For sure. And there's a lot of people listening to country music, man. It tells a story, and so it's easy for the listener to be captivated by.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what's funny to me when people are like, "Oh, I don't like country music." I'm like, "What kind of country are you listening to?" There's so many
Exactly.
different kinds of country, man.
Yeah.
There's a type of country for everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like country is like one of those genres that can easily incorporate other elements of other genres.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like more than any other thing. Like, I mean, like the Nashville stuff, it's a lot of pop. It's a lot of like rap. It's a lot of kind of like that sound. But then you get like, you have the Southern rock vibe, which is like integrating country and rock all together as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then you like even have some that integrate like kind of the R&B or like some jazz too. Like, and I think like, especially this side of country music has almost everything under the sun related to that.
Oh,
and with good songwriting and musicianship.
Oh yeah, that's what's cool about it right now is everybody's writing and everybody's playing, and so it's a big old family. I mean, everybody's trying to learn to master a craft.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool to see. It's cool to see your friends, because we've all been in this forever. Nobody gets famous overnight. Nobody gets all these listeners or followers on Instagram overnight. That's not how it works. They've been working their ass off for years before that.
Yep.
Regardless of whether or not it did happen overnight, they were working their ass off for years,
Mm-hmm.
And so it's cool to see that happening to some of your friends and stuff. Especially just this scene is just wild, man.
Yeah.
It is a wild scene. I mean, everybody's traveling place to place. There's shows every weekend. I mean, it's cool.
Who's been your favorite act to play with?
Man, we play a lot with Randall King, and I really love playing with Randall because he's high energy.
Yeah.
And he's always helped me out from the beginning. He taught me everything I know, from yelling at me from not getting off stage quick enough to whatever it was,
Yeah.
and it's made me a better person for it. And so, Randall's one of the guys I look up to a lot, and I love being with their camp any chance we get. It's a comfortable place to be, so I like that. Josh Ward, I really like playing with him because he's cowboy as hell. And it's fun, man. I mean, anybody who enjoys, singing good old country music like that, I like listening to it, so it's just as fun for me to get to just be there and enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
It's a cool experience to get to play with, people I used to listen to the radio,
Yeah.
When I was working at the horse barn or whatever, I was listening to Josh Ward on the radio and Randall King, and I remember when Mirror Mirror was on the radio, and I'm like, damn, who is this guy? It's like, and now we're playing shows with him. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's cool. It's a cool experience. It's been a wild ride. I never thought we'd be here.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
One thing I think that you and your team or whoever does it has really done well is the content outside of just the music.
Oh yeah, man. It's been content is like,
It's king.
so there's like 3 different things you've got, obviously you're a musician, so you get up there and you play the shows. That's one whole thing you've got to do. Then you've also got to worry about the content. And then you got to worry about the business side of everything. And, you know, I'd almost say the two most important things in the music industry, like at least for me, is the business and the content. You know, obviously I'm going to get up there and sing, but I've been doing that anyways.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like the content and the business come first. And it's cool because what we've really been doing is just showing off my personality. And they seem to really, you know, respond to that because it's cool to get to interact with me in that way, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, and you guys have been able to put off, like a lot of TikToks and stuff. Like, we're just going out and doing fun stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. We're always doing crazy stuff. Like, we're about to put out some TikToks doing bowling reviews. We go bowling, like, almost every weekend, you know. And I'm, like, dude, I have, like, 6 balls in the freaking, you know, van right now. And everybody has balls. The whole band bowls. So we go to bowling alleys all over the freaking country and just
You guys gonna tell him or
like just go ahead, just lay it on me.
So last week we were filming. Who was even here last week?
No Justice.
No Justice. Okay.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Cut that out.
I'm sorry.
And I'm like trying to think of some ideas because I'm like Braxton does all these clips. I'm like he'd be totally down to do something like that we could get some cool content with. And I was like thinking about something. There's like a trampoline park right over there, so I tossed that idea out there. Kind of got shot down, and then I tossed out bowling. I was like, maybe bowling, like that'd be kind of funny. Like,
oh yeah.
And they're both like, no, he wouldn't go bowling.
You wouldn't go bowling. Yeah, dude, I would go bowling.
God,
we were already looking up the lane, dude. I'm going bowling here tomorrow. Yeah, no, we go bowling everywhere. And then you ever heard like you've heard of the Dave Portnoy like pizza reviews? Yeah. Dude, so we review these bowling alleys on a 1 to 10 pin basis. You know,
that's
good.
So good.
That's good.
That's
on
really good.
Whether or not they have good service, good lanes, and good food. You know.
Yeah.
So like we've been to a bunch of different bowling alleys. Some of them have good service. Some of them have good lanes.
That's
and
hilarious.
some of them have good food.
Yeah.
There's never really all three, but we found 1 or 2 that we really like. Like yesterday, we went to we bowled for like 4 hours at the the Kansas State freaking student center.
Really?
Yeah, in the college they had like this bowling alley. It was empty, not a person in there, and we bowled for like 4 hours by ourselves. So I was like, dude, this is awesome. It was so cheap too because it's for the students. You know,
Yeah.
it's like $11 a game for 6 of us. I'm like, dude, this is money. This is money.
So like, someone that's like going to your show that night, they go to Kansas State, they just walk in like their fitness center or wherever it's at, and they just see Braxton Keith bowling for like 4 hours. It's like, what even is happening right now?
Dude, so the other day I'm in San Antonio and there's like this coach coaching up these, you know, high school girls, and I didn't think anything of it. You know, I'm just bowling. You know, we go and drink.
You're in
and
your-
we
in
bowl.
your
You
game.
know, and so we're all trying to.
He's in the head.
We're trying to
space.
get good because we want to join a league. You know, we thought it would be hilarious to have, you know, the contraband bowling league, and it's like, oh, sorry, we can't make that show on Wednesday, dude. That's league night. You know?
That's great.
Would that be sick though? Like we all have big old bowling rings. And, you know, 'cause that's
imagine
what
like
you
a-
get.
Are you guys gonna have like the
button
up.
the
Oh, yeah.
button up with the flames? You gonna have
Dude,
the flames?
it's gonna be black and gold, and it's gonna have the BK on the front.
Oh
it's gonna
my
say
God.
contraband on the back with like a joint like burning. You know?
That's great. That's fantastic.
But no, I mean like, yeah, bowling is one of our favorites, man. In fact, we'll have pins for sale at the merch booth. There.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of
awesome.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
You like sign them or they
Yeah,
just
we'll
like,
sign them, and then
Oh.
like we actually like, you know, decorated some pins, and they'll be on stage. You'll see them like hanging out.
That's kind of cool.
That's
That's
awesome.
actually pretty cool.
That is awesome. I
Yeah,
love
man.
that.
Huh.
Yeah, we started selling them because it was like, you know, we go to the bowling alley and they were selling these used pins, and I was like, let's buy some used pins, dude. So, you know, we like bowling so much. I mean, hell, we'll just, you know, in the trailer,
Yeah.
because they're all beat up anyways. But you know, I signed one, had the whole band sign it, put it at the merch booth, and it sold. So ever since then, I was like, screw it, let's just keep doing it.
I've got to apologize, Rhett. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
I really am.
I was like planning all this stuff out. I'm like, we could rent the bowling alley out for like 2 hours, go in there, and they were like, nah.
It's just like most
Dude,
of our
next time, let's do the podcast while we're bowling.
Yes, there you go.
Don't test us. It'll be what will we? I don't know if you've seen it, but we do a 9 holes and 6 strings. We go play golf with an artist.
Oh, really?
And then we have them play a acoustic song. We'll do a 2-hole scramble with whoever they want, and then us two.
Oh, that's cool.
And they always win because we suck. But we play 9 holes, and then we have them play an acoustic song.
That's
so what
cool.
we can do is we can do 10 pins and 6 strings.
Yeah, baby.
there
10
you go.
pins
There.
and 6 strings. That's cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time you're back, expect me to reach out wanting to go bowling. Go ahead and put that on the calendar.
Hey, I'm putting it on, man. Apparently, we didn't get to bowl in Wichita, but apparently Wichita, Kansas is the bowling capital of the world. We were there on Thursday, but we just didn't have enough time.
Really?
I was like, man, it's upsetting.
Are-
But
are-
of
Do you
course-
have your own shoes or like
Oh yeah, dude. I got like,
really?
dude. So I got 2
I'm scared.
pink bags that are, they're 3-ball bags, and then I got 2 sets of shoes. Just because we don't know what we want, and we're not professional bowlers, so we go in there and just try everything. Bowling's not that expensive of a hobby to get into. Like golf, dude.
Oh my god.
I wanted to go buy some new clubs the other day,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm gonna end up spending $4,000 on
Yeah.
some custom clubs, and I don't mind if I'm gonna use them.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, you spend $500, you can go bowling for the rest of your life.
Are you a big golfer too?
I like golfing. Yeah, we just don't get to go that much because it's more expensive, and I don't want to pay
Yeah.
the whole band to go golf.
I mean, I
Yeah.
mean, you're paying like $20 a head instead of, like you said, like 11 or
Yeah,
something like
11
that. And that's at like a kind of a cheaper course too.
Yeah,
to get the
you're
20
walking,
bucks.
man.
You're probably walking.
You ain't got
yeah.
the cart.
Yeah.
You can't even play golf if you're not driving the cart. Just
No,
forget about
no.
it.
Yeah, I mean, golf to me is really about drinking. And then,
Now bowling, that's where it gets serious. Right there.
yeah, well, bowling's about drinking too. But it's, I mean, honestly, dude, the coolest thing to me about, like, because we go bowl after, like, a league night, because it's league night every night, and so we have to wait till, like, 9:30. So we'll go in there at 9, and we'll watch these guys all bowl in league. And it's a bunch of old men, dude, and old women, and they're just having a ball, man, and they're just hanging out with all their friends. And I'm like, that'd be so cool, Just have a team, have 2 or 3 teams of, like, some young kids, and we'll all just play against each other. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's cool stuff.
Are you going bowling here in Stillwater?
Yeah, we're going to go tomorrow.
You're going tomorrow?
Yeah. Right after we check out of the Airbnb, we're headed to the alley, baby. Chandler's probably going home as soon as he gets up. I'm going to the alley. Going to the alley, man.
That sounds like some prime content right there.
That does sound
Oh,
like some
yeah,
good
man.
content.
That's good stuff.
Hey, we could do it tomorrow.
Let's do it.
You
Yeah, we can.
Don't be shocked if you see us out in the parking lot tomorrow morning. Waiting out there.
We
Go get the balls, boys. Go get the balls.
Yeah. Now, whenever we do this, I'm gonna be a little scared because I'm not a good bowler at all. And obviously, you guys are probably pretty good. The amount that you play.
Dude, honestly, it depends. Like, best I bowled, about 2 weeks ago, I bowled a 202, and that was, like, the highest anybody had scored yet. And then, like, literally the next day, Lane bowled, like, a 245.
What's like the top?
300 is the
300.
best score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like if you got strikes on all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
game.
do you average?
Dude, I don't even know. That's the thing is, like, we need to get, like, we're talking about getting bowling log books so we can log each
Oh
game.
my gosh.
But the thing
This
is,
is
if you're
awesome.
hand counting the scores, it gets pretty complicated.
Yeah.
So, Lane, there's some classes we need to take. We've got this guy in San Antonio who bowls for a UTSA team. His name's Matthew, and he hooks us up and helps us out with all of our fitting our balls and stuff. And he bowls with us sometimes to give us some pointers.
That's hilarious, man.
Hell yeah.
This is crazy. I've never, obviously, like, to every hobby, there's always more.
Well, dude, I didn't have a hobby. We didn't have anything. Everybody was always like, what do you do? And I was like, I mean, I'm a bus driver. Like, I drive that bus out there to the next place every time, and finally we were going bowling enough that I was like, at first I was like, I should just get some shoes because I'm
Yeah.
tired of buying the shoes. You buy a $100 pair of shoes and we go bowling every weekend. Then I don't have to pay $6 every time we go,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So I
that
was
makes
like-
a lot of sense.
I was like, screw it, I'm gonna buy some shoes. I bought some shoes, and then the guy in the shop was like, man, have you ever tried a ball? And I was like, they're only $150 or whatever. So I was like, screw it, I'll try one because I've never had one that was fit to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, makes so much of a difference, man.
Really?
Makes so much of a difference. Oh yeah, because you can hold the ball like it's meant to be. Like, you ever pick up like a 14-pound? It feels like it's about to slip out. It's just like
Yeah.
you can't get enough grip on it.
Yeah.
It's like, because hell yeah, your hands are just like not even in there the right way,
Yeah.
man.
But believe it or not, this actually makes probably more sense to me than you like would, because I used to be like a really big cornhole.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I actually played on ESPN this last winter.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because I started the Oklahoma State Cornhole Club, and
Oh,
so
heck
like it's the same thing with cornhole. Like everybody's like, why do you need bags? Like you don't understand why you need bags until you get bags, and you're like, oh yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'd imagine, man. I'd imagine it makes a total difference.
Yeah.
Especially if you're throwing. Well, like, I mean, I'm sure it's a consistency thing for sure. That's
Yeah.
that's how it is with bowling. Like,
Yep.
dude, all of my balls, the thumb holes twist out, and you put it into the next ball, so that it's the same diameter thumb hole in each ball. Your hand's gonna come out the same way.
that's cool.
So do the weights of the balls, do you use them for different things, or is
so
it just one
I
weight?
have like, I don't know how you're supposed to do it because I'm not a professional, but I have a.
Yet.
Yeah. I mean, I have a bunch of 14-pound balls. They say you're not supposed to mix and match them because it makes your throws inconsistent because you have different weights in your hand.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're still experimenting. Lane throws, a 15. He has two 15 hook balls and a 16 spare ball, so he throws them fine.
Is it better to like have heavier balls?
Heavier balls have more pin action for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get way
Yeah,
more pin action.
that makes sense. I didn't know if you could trade like weight for velocity.
I mean, the heavier. I'll put it to you this way. I used to throw. My first two balls I bought were 12-pound balls, and I was throwing those probably 20 miles an hour, and now I have like 14-pound balls, and I'm throwing those probably like 16 miles an hour.
Okay, so you've
Yeah.
as you progress, you probably end up
I
throwing.
mean,
that as
the
fast.
guys that are really bowling, man. Like, if you come backstage tonight, you'll see it because we'll have the TV set up and bowling highlights rolling. But it'll be
That's awesome.
like you'll see those guys. They get that ball way up there and they
Yeah,
zing that down the lane. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, it's crazy.
yeah.
Well, howdy, folks. Welcome down to Bad Brad's Barbecue. Hey, stop looking at Gus. Stop it. Stop it. All right, folks, you see here, Jagger's trying to throw some cornhole, and he just can't get her done.
I just cannot hit anything today.
I see that, Jagger.
Man, you gotta have some bad brads. Play that crap when you're hungry.
Vernon always coming in clutch with the barbecue. Oh, yeah, look at that bite, folks. All right, Jagger, let's see it. Look at that, right in the hole.
Bad Brads, where you can't help but be good.
Like Jagger said, folks, Bad Brad's Barbecue, where it's good to be bad.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you've do you watch like professional bowling too?
Oh,
But
yeah.
obviously, like, you
Oh,
just
yeah.
answered my question.
Oh yeah, we watch all the professional bowling, man. I mean, we put on YouTube highlight reels and we'll just watch it.
Yeah,
Like last night, bro. Let me see. Chandler posted it on his Instagram, but he had like yeah, let's see. It's literally like, oh man. Yeah. No, maybe it's not Chandler. Maybe it was Jamie. Let me see. Yeah, it was Jamie.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
The bowling highlights rolling, baby.
He's really.
I jumped off stage during the band introduction. I ran over there and I was like, "Who's winning?"
That's great. That's fantastic.
I never would have imagined.
I never would have thought it would have been like.
Dude, I mean, heck, we're into all of the sports though. Really, we were talking about the other day. We were talking about how we need to design a bag that carries like one of everything. Like, could carry 2 bowling balls, a baseball bat, glove, the whole. You're gonna have a whole set of clubs. I mean, what else do you need?
You'd almost need like a car.
Tennis racket.
Yeah.
Yeah, tennis racket.
You into pickleball at all? Have you given that
yeah.
a shot?
Oh yeah.
I love
In
pickleball.
fact, Bridger, the lead guitar player for Chandler, he's really into pickleball. Him and his girlfriend go all the time. And I think I got challenged last time I was there because he just was like, "Hey man, anytime, anywhere."
You don't
I'm
want
ready.
this, man.
I mean, I was like,
That-
"What is
that
going
sounds like-
on?"
That sounds like me, doesn't it? Cornhole. Yeah, that's what I do too. That's great.
Yeah, we got some big cornhole guys too. My sound guy Isaac He's a big cornhole guy. Goes out to the bar about once a week and throws bags. I'm not good, so I just watch.
That's crazy.
Where's home for you right now?
San Antonio, Texas.
Really?
Yeah, we're hanging out in San Antonio. Most of the band lives either around San Antonio or in Corpus.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's kind of a far away drive from right here. You guys
Oh,
far,
yeah,
far up
man.
here.
We're like, what is it, an 8-hour drive?
Something like
It's
that.
got to be 8 or
Yeah.
9. It's not bad, though.
Yeah.
We've had worse.
Where's the farthest place away from San Antonio you played so far?
Man, we played in Nebraska somewhere. That was a haul. It was like 16-hour drive,
Heck, go.
nonstop. We just book it, baby.
So you said, do you actually drive the bus?
Yeah, I do all the driving. Nobody else drives.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have to get like a CDL or anything for that?
Nah, that's just my only vehicle.
he pulls up to the McDonald's. He's
Yeah,
like,
no, man. Like when I go cash these checks at the end of the week, bro, and you see me at the bank, it's in that bus.
do you pull that up to the bowling alley?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Pull
gosh,
that
that's
thing
awesome.
up and park outside, and sometimes they get pissed because they're like, "You're taking up too many lanes." I'm
You're like,
"Dude,
that's one less pin for you.
yeah, yeah, get out of here. One less pin. That's right. Yep, that's a 7. That's a 7 now. 7 pin score.
How many guys do you have on the bus with you that travel?
We got 8 of us.
Okay, what's a setup? What's a setup like in there?
So right now, we've been through various different setups. So when I first got it, it was all seats in there, and I took out all the seats and we put 6 bunks in there, and we had 6 bunks, couch in the front, and a little table in the front, and a closet in the back. And we pulled the closet out and pulled the back bunks out, 2 back bunks out. So we have 4 bunks in there now, and like a lounge in the back, and then a couch area in the front with a chair in the front.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to yank that couch out, put a beanbag couch up there, and see if that fares any better. I mean, we've been through everything, man. We had chairs up there. We had a futon up there. We've had a regular couch up there. It's hard when it's not
How
built.
long is the bus actually?
32 foot.
Okay,
Yeah, 32-foot bus and a 20-foot trailer.
that's a rig right there.
And
Yeah,
he's
baby.
just hauling it around wherever he
Hey,
goes.
there you go, baby. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you a big football fan?
Man, we don't get to watch much football. Much football. Man, the boys are trying to talk me into getting, what is it, Starlink right now?
Oh yeah.
So that they can watch it on the bus when we're on the road.
That's actually a good idea.
because we have that TV.
Yeah.
That's what we got the TV for, was to mount in the bus,
Yeah.
to watch TV in the bus. But the problem is we're using like this little tiny inverter. So you can only get like a couple phones on there
Yeah.
charging at a time. You can't really put the TV on there. So I
Yeah.
got to figure out what we're going to do. We need to put a generator on there and sure power. But hell, if I'm going to do all that, might as well just get a new bus.
Yeah. he's gonna pull up next time he's here. He's got like, it's like a big like caravan. He's got like all kinds of stuff. He's got the generator on the side.
It's on the top.
He's
man.
got a rack on the top.
He's got a rack.
Some solar panels up
And,
there.
and then he's got like every sports equipment that you can imagine. He's got a bike strapped up there. He's got.
Dude, honestly, wouldn't that be nice? It would be so bad. We used to carry around a wiffle ball set everywhere and challenge bands to wiffle ball.
That's awesome.
That's pretty
And
cool.
then we play hacky sack too a lot. Anything really.
He's in the bus. I just see it. He's doing the feet with the hacky sack.
Oh heck
getting
yeah,
up.
man. Oh yeah, we love sacking.
Oh, that's good. That's Hey good. guys, we stuff. want to give a huge shout out to our new sponsor, Red Earth Designs. They made all of these new T-shirts you're seeing. You can find those on social media. If you go to our page, Guitars Cowboys Pod, you can click on that, message us, get a shirt, all that good stuff.
They also made these awesome cups for us, guys. They do everything from screen printing, vinyl, laser etching. They will probably even give you a tattoo if you can give them enough time. But go check out Phil there in Perry. Great shop. We'll be looking to go there in the future. Give you guys kind of a lowdown on their background.
Thank you so much to Red Earth Designs for sponsoring. That's good stuff, man.
I just feel like his dream bus. He just like rolls out a thing that's just like, all right, what do you guys want to play today? And it's just like you can get a bowling alley that just pops up.
Yeah,
And he's
dude,
got,
like wouldn't that be? That's what I'm saying. Well, the dream is that we get somebody that drives it, and it's not me, and then we go places like way early, so that we can experience more things. Because that's the whole point of this to me is like, you know, it's really cool that I'm getting to do this as a living and travel around the world. But most of the time when we're doing it, man, like this weekend, for instance, we pull into, Wichita, Kansas at, whatever time in the morning when we get there from driving 12 hours, and we pull up to the venue, unload. I sleep as much as I can after being, up for that long, and then we play the show and we get out of there. We go to the next venue, and then we get there at whatever time in the morning. We got to Manhattan at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we sleep for as much as we can, get up, play the show, drove here, got here at 7 o'clock in the morning, sleep as much as you can, get up, sound check, play the show, and then, tomorrow will be the only day we really get to hang out because we don't have anything going on. But eventually, hopefully you get to the place 2 days early, and you have time to explore the town and do cool stuff. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Go bowling.
Yeah, go bowling. But I don't know. I want to see the Grand Canyon.
That's awesome because I've never heard an artist approach it like that. They usually have that mentality. It's get out of here, go to the next show, and then eventually just go home. But you want to experience.
Well, yeah, everyone's like, well, where have you been? Where all have you been, man? And I'm like, dude, everywhere and nowhere. Because we were there, but I didn't see shit there.
You went there, but you only saw the venue.
Yeah, I saw the venue. Where have you been? Oh, we've been to the Tumbleweed. So you've been to Stillwater? Well, we were in the Tumbleweed, yeah. But it's no, we didn't really get to see Stillwater,
Yeah. That's so awesome. I've never heard somebody approach it like that, and I really like it.
Well, I don't have a wife or kids or anything, I got a dog. But other than that, it's hell, I don't have a reason to go home. So it's
yeah,
I'd rather just explore.
That's cool.
We're only going to be here once. Why not? You know?
That's awesome.
Have fun and figure it out. And, I don't know. See what you can while it's still here.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I would tell him he needs to go to check out the strip, but I don't know if you could, especially tonight, I don't know if you could walk into the strip without getting attacked by a crowd of people.
Is there a bar strip downtown?
Yeah, it's pretty good from what I've heard.
Pretty good. From what you've heard.
I've seen it, but I can't compare it to anything because I've never been to a different strip.
Really?
Did we win? Yes. Okay, it'll be even better tonight then.
Yeah, it will be pretty good.
If we won today.
Yeah.
Who are y'all playing?
West Virginia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, is it rodeo weekend here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was hearing. Rodeo weekend, y'all played, was it home game?
No, it's away.
Away.
But
it'll still be pretty packed.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be pretty crazy.
This is kind of the perfect weekend for you to be here. With the rodeo and everything going on, I feel like that's a lot of your crowd there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it worked out really well. But you want to play one more song for us before we wrap it up here?
I got you, man. What do y'all want to hear? I got some new ones, I guess.
Yeah, hit us with a new one.
New one, old one, whichever one you want.
I got Cold Hard Steel and saying I'm happy now.
And Mama's song too.
Yeah.
I walk the line of Western country music by the way of Texas two-step, singing songs in honky-tonks and bar rooms. It's all the same wherever I go, San Antonio to old El Paso, where the road, for all I know, may lead me back to you. I'm wasting time wishing you could hold me, to be in your arms. I love you only, I'm as lonely as the Lone Star. And every night I pour my heart out on the stage to folks who talk loud anyways, but I take home my weight in booze. And every song I sing reminds me of the girl I left behind me, and my world turns a neon shade of blue. I'm wasting time wishing you could hold me, to be in your arms. I love you only, I'm as lonely as the Lone Star. Western country music by the way of Texas two-step, singing songs in honky-tonks and bar rooms. It's all the same wherever I go, San Antonio to Old El Paso, where the road, for all I know, may lead me back to you. I'm wasting time wishing you could hold me, to be in your arms. I love you only, but I'm as lonely as the Lone Star. I love you only, I'm as lonely as the Lone Star.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Catch Braxton Keith's new music coming up, and hopefully you're going to be at the Tumbleweed tonight because it's going to be great.
It is going to be great, man. We'll see y'all there.